Hey Capricorns, welcome to your weekly reading for March 11th through the 17th. This will be a general reading for Capricorn Sun, Moon, and Rising in the areas of finance, career, family life, spiritual growth, angel messages, all that good stuff. If you're looking for a love reading, I do the love reading separately on my channel, and there's a link in the description of this video that will take you to the love readings if you wish to watch the love readings after this video. All right, my dears Capricorn, let's see what's going on for you guys in the week ahead. All right, let's get your Monday, Tuesday. Here's your Monday, Tuesday. Oopsie. Your Wednesday, Thursday. Your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Now, I'm going to pull an angel message for you guys from a different deck after we finish looking at these ones. But let's see what's coming up for Capricorn. Sun, Moon, and Rising. Okay, guys. So your first card here is Prince of Pentacles. This is a card about committing to a new, well, I don't know if I want to say new, but you're taking on an undertaking or a commitment in your life which is going to be very long term. Okay, so whatever you're maybe, and I know we're in Mercury retrograde right now, so it's not the best time to like start something brand new. But some of you may have been going through the Mercury retrograde glitches and issues, and something in your life may have caused you to devote attention to it. Maybe there's something that you've been neglecting or you've been doing on autopilot, and now all of a sudden it's requiring you to take a second look at it or to make some changes. Whatever you're kind of reworking or revising or recommitting yourself to in the beginning part of the week is something that is going to be a long-term situation for you, in which you will be successful, but it's going to take time. Okay, this isn't going to be an overnight success. Some of you are coming into a certain role in a workplace, which is going to become a very significant part of your career or your life's work. Some of you are committing to more spiritual endeavors, or you're committing to some family obligation or responsibility, which is going to be a big part of your life. I'm going to go ahead and say the next 7 years. And I'm not just pulling that number out of thin air. The reason why I'm saying the next 7 years is because the planet Uranus is in Taurus right now. And it is establishing our stability for the next 7 years. So for you Capricorns, you guys are already getting in that grounded energy. You're already kind of buckling down and, you know, putting your attention where it needs to be, putting your focus where it needs to be, and you're committing to something very significant in your life. Okay, I do feel for many of you, you are finding a way in your career or in your work life that will still allow you to feel a sense of joy and a sense of happiness. You're finding a way to bring these two things together, because for some people, you know, they've been in or some Capricorns have been maybe feeling like in a rut in their work life, or they haven't been finding joy. So either you're reevaluating the way that you're looking at things, or you're being brought onto new projects or a new department, or you're looking for work outside of your current employer, or you're establishing your own little kind of business networks or things where maybe you're going to be doing more independent work. But you, in some way, I feel Capricorn intuitively, are bringing in a way to make work or make an income where you're enjoying what you're doing. And I think for a lot of you, you're recommitting. And again, I keep emphasizing recommitting, reevaluating, revising, editing, because that's the energy typically that we're in with Mercury retrograde. We're not usually in Mercury retrograde starting new projects or new things. We're just kind of sometimes even going back to the drawing board and figuring out a different plan or a different way of doing things. So a lot of you in the beginning of the week are getting very focused, analyzing something, getting very clear on how to move forward, and then you're actually taking steps moving forward to create the stability in your life. Your Thursday card is Queen of Wands. And this is very fiery energy, okay? So some of you Capricorns may have fire in your moon or in your rising. Some of you may be dealing with a fire sign midweek, which is going to be significant for you. The court cards can have to do, in my opinion, you know, in my readings, they can have to do with significant karmic soulmates or significant soulmate situations. Now, I'm not focusing in love, on the topic of love in this reading. I will say for some of you, there could be a partner situation which is maybe distracting you from important areas of your life, especially if you're in that Prince of Pentacles energy. There could be somebody who's feeling like you're not paying enough attention to me. And this is just saying something I'm feeling intuitively. If that is the case, I would advise you to really, really, really do what you can to keep peace, because Mercury retrograde can be a time where a lot of people get pulled into arguments very easily. There could be disagreements, especially since midweek the energy is getting closer to the full moon that's going to be happening next week, and there could be some disagreements around the energy there, which I will get into in next week's video. So I would just say, you know, somebody might be coming at you with some very intense emotions. They may be a very moon sensitive person. Their emotions may be really coming to the surface. One of the things I picked up was that I think Aries and Cancer were really going to be in their feelings midweek around the full moon. They were going to be picking up those energies pretty quickly, maybe quicker than other signs. And Queen of Wands could very well be a fire sign, so maybe some of you are having communication from an Aries, not necessarily, but maybe some of you are. But in general, I would just say try to take the communication in a way where you're not getting pulled into a lower vibration, or you're not getting pulled into an argument, regardless of if you're dealing with an air sign or not. For some of you, you are getting like this second wind within yourself. For some of you, the Queen of Wands showing up here is just you taking action and taking ownership in your life, especially since, like I said, Uranus is in Taurus and it's bringing instability for us. You're getting very clear about what you want, and you're just taking steps to make it happen. Because sometimes Queen of Wands in my readings, it comes up in a way where someone is just really tired of struggling. Someone is really tired of there being drama. Someone is really tired of not being appreciated and not being valued, and they just kind of they take off and they say, I know what I am worth, and I'm not going to be working for peanuts anymore, or I'm not going to be bending over backwards for everybody and have them disrespect me or not be there for me or not be supportive. Queen of Wands doesn't have time for revenge. She doesn't have time for gossip. She doesn't have time for pettiness. She is a woman on a mission, and all she knows is she wants to improve her life and she wants to be happy. So she's not going to want to get pulled into drama. She's not going to want to deal with, you know, with pettiness or, you know, people who are being, you know, salty or bitter or whatever. She doesn't want to be in that energy. And she is very humble in her success. She remembers where she came from. She knows how hard she had to work to get to where she is. She didn't come from a privileged background where people just handed her things and, you know, handed her opportunities and privileges. She didn't come from that life. Everything she had, she in some cases had to even fight for, you know, like just to say, no, I deserve this. So some of you are coming into that level of a commitment to yourself, or just that level of frustration where you're just like, look, I'm done. Failure is not an option here. I know what I'm worth. I'm not going to feel embarrassed to ask for more, or I'm not going to feel embarrassed to go out there and to, you know, go after bigger dreams or bigger plans. So some of you are getting like this fire within you in that way. Okay, in general, Queen of Wands, some personality characteristics here. Like I said, very driven, very humble despite the success. You know, even though she reaches a certain level of success, she doesn't get a big head. She's very funny. She's very sexy. People love to be near her. People love to be around her. So you might be coming into this kind of energy yourself, or you may be encountering someone who fits that description. Okay, and for some of you, there could be a partnership, a business partnership that's developing through here. And when I say business, okay, when I say business, it could very well be like a financial business, but for other ones of you, it could be that this is like a significant soulmate who's coming to bring you support through this period of transition. Okay, I call these space holder soulmates, and I don't mean that they're holding space in a negative way where, oh, this person's just taking up space in your life. That's not what I mean by that. I just mean somebody that's giving you an energy or just creating an environment for you where you feel safe and comfortable to be yourself and to come into your confidence and to come into your courage. Maybe some of you are that person for someone else, okay? So the roles can be reversed. But this is very, very powerful, very driven, very focused energy. All right, my darlings. So your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is Queen of Pentacles. You got all these queens, Capricorn. All these queens. So this is cool. This is going to be a significant week for you guys. I feel that maybe what's happening as I'm looking at these cards together back to back, I feel in the early part of the week, you're really committed. You're doing your work, and you might even feel a little bit bored because Knight of Pentacles, or Prince of Pentacles, even though the Prince of Pentacles is someone who's like super dependable and really good with like reasoning and logic and analyzing and staying the course and being successful, it could be a little repetitive, and it could be like where you feel like you've been doing something a long time. Now, you're still going to be successful. You're still on your path. But with the Queen of Wands, it's telling me like you're just like, there has to be a way where I can have more fulfillment and more joy, which is interesting because even before we flipped over Queen of Wands, that did come up where I was saying I think some of you Capricorns are going to find a way to bring in your joy and your passion in with your work. So absolutely, Queen of Wands came up and confirmed that for us. And then Queen of Pentacles is showing up here for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and it's confirming for us that you are basically going to be setting into security and stability in your life. Okay, like financial security, financial stability. You are feeling very confident in your skill set. You are feeling very confident in what your life purpose or plan is, or what you came here to do, or what your life work is. Queen of Pentacles, to me, in my reading, she shows up and she says, this is my house. You're in my house, okay? But she's not like, excuse my language, she's not bitchy about it. You know, she still has very nurturing, like kind qualities, but she's confident and she doesn't deal with nonsense, okay? She's not as like cold as the Queen of Swords, who's like ready to cut somebody. She's not like that. But she's very firm, and she's just very much like a loving but firm mom. You know, like maybe like she would have like strict rules. And so, or I don't even want to say strict rules. She would just have structure, and likes to have nice things, likes to be comfortable, you know, works hard but expects to be compensated fairly, and likes to enjoy like the fruits of her labor. So a lot of you Capricorns, you're coming into this sense of like, you know, here I am every day doing the same thing. Then you're maybe getting an idea of the things that you're passionate about and what you want to be doing. And then end of the week, you're getting set in, or you're getting stable or rooted or settled or grounded into how to make this a reality, how to bring this into your actual physical life, and how to create stability in your home. Some of you may be getting ready to make a move. Okay, some of you may be finding a new home or finding a place that feels more like a sense of sanctuary for you. Again, it's going to be different for different ones of you. I always say this every week. It's ridiculous to say that every single Capricorn is going to be going through the same exact thing. That's why I go over the different scenarios. If you watch your moon sign and rising sign videos, it's going to give you some extra pieces to the puzzles here, pieces, whatever you're in search of, but it's going to give you extra pieces to the puzzle for your specific energy, right? Because you may have something else in your moon or in your rising than another person, and when you check your moon and rising videos, it's going to give you more information for the energies that are currently affecting you. Okay, so I highly recommend that. You may need a private reading, which I'm more than happy to do. The link in the description is there as well. But I feel that, you know, a lot of you are just coming into growing roots, and just roots that make you happy, Capricorn. Some of you may have been on autopilot for a really long time. Really long time. And as we're coming into this Uranus and Taurus energy and all of the stuff that's going to be happening with this full moon next week, a lot of you are just wanting to be in this truth and in this joy, and you're wanting to get very clear about how to bring the stability in and how to be happy. Because that's one of the things with Queen of Wands. Like, she just wants to be happy. She doesn't have time for the mess. She's like, I just want to live a life where I'm happy and I'm enjoying my life. And Queen of Pentacles is very much that inner energy as well. So you're not like being selfish. You're not in this energy where you're like, oh, I just want people to give me free stuff and I just want to have an easy life and people give me things. You're not in that energy. You're willing to work. I mean, Capricorn, you guys are workaholics. You know this. But you're ready to work in a way where things are smarter, you know, like smarter, not harder, and to be compensated more fairly. And for some of you, maybe it's not even about money. Maybe it's about respect. Maybe you're sitting down and talking about finances with a partner or a family member or a roommate, or you're talking about, you know, things within a workplace or within a business where you're maybe setting some healthy boundaries, because maybe people have been overstepping their boundaries with you. And for some of you, that could be a big aspect of, like, you know, you getting what you feel that you know you deserve. Okay, let's check out your angel message and see what is coming up for our Capricorn friends there.